In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to overcome peaks and valleys in your business's revenue so you can feel like you have a more consistent income. Welcome to the Financial and Lifestyle Freedom Podcast. My name is Annette Ferguson and I am CEO of Annette & Co, UK-based accounting firm. I am a chartered accountant, certified profit first professional and small business growth strategist. And I remember the feeling all too well of having inconsistent income. It's really tough when you're consistently trying to plan for the future, but your revenue is always up and down. So in this episode today, I'm going to show you a simple strategy that you can use to get over those valleys and have more consistency in your business. So let's dive in. Number 1, understand your business's revenue cycle. It's every business owner's dream to have a steady and consistent cash flow, but that isn't actually always the case. To better manage your business's revenue, it's important to understand your particular business's revenue cycle. Getting familiar with each of the components involved in your income, like expenses, pricing strategies, and sales processes, so that you can predict when the ebbs and flows are likely to occur. Once you can visualize the nature of your business, you can begin forming a plan on how to smooth out fluctuations. With this greater understanding of what drives income and profitability, you'll gain more control over unexpected drops in revenue. Number 2, make a plan to manage your expenses during those low revenue periods. Change is part of life, especially when it comes to managing your business's revenue. Fluctuations and peaks and valleys can leave you feeling overwhelmed, but there is a solution. Making a plan to manage your expenses during the months of lower revenue can help to keep your business in check. This plan should include analyzing things that are high-cost items in order to trim unnecessary costs or look for new sources of income to bridge the gap in slower times. Putting together a plan ahead of time will make facing lower revenue cycles less daunting and keep you in control during unexpected changes. Number 3, invest in marketing and advertising during high revenue periods. One of the most effective ways to overcome peaks and valleys in business revenue is to invest in marketing and advertising during the high revenue periods. This way, you're able to boost sales while the market is ripe with eager customers, meaning that it will generate more income that can be used then during slower periods of sales to keep your businesses ticking over. Investing a bit of your high earning capital can really help to smooth out the highs and lows of having a business and make for a more predictable cash flow, especially during those fluctuating markets. And if you are getting value from today's episode, please do make sure that you subscribe in whichever podcast player you happen to be listening in. And on to number 4. Automate as much of your business processes as possible. With automation, business owners can manage unpredictable revenue cycles with greater control and certainty. Taking the time to set up automated process for mundane daily tasks, like perhaps even part of your accounting, as well as filing, customer services, and other admin duties, can prevent small hiccups from being larger issues that hinder overall success. Additionally, considerations should include risk management, marketing, and sales automation as well for long-term planning. Automation can offer you peace of mind and flexibility in a competitive marketplace, leaving you free to focus on the core elements of your business to create value. It also means that during those busier, higher revenue months, you don't need to worry about some of these tasks. So using some of that downtime in the lower revenue months to automate things can be a great use of your time. Number 5, staying positive and focused during lower revenue periods. Staying positive and focused during these periods can be challenging, but it is essential to overcoming peaks and valleys in your business's revenue. By keeping yourself at the right state of mind and focusing on your longer term goals, you'll be better equipped to use low revenue periods as an opportunity to plan for the future. If a dip in revenue means free time that can be used to evaluate current processes and tactics, find more efficient ways of working, or research upcoming trends in your industry, then you're already taking steps towards ensuring sustainability for growth. Change breeds success. Even if it's slow at first, keep an eye on the horizon for signs of progress and trust that small wins lead to big results eventually. And number 6, celebrate successes no matter how small they may seem. Don't let fluctuations of your business's revenue get the best of you. When you're experiencing a slump, feeling discouraged is absolutely normal, but try to look at the up points too. Things may not always be perfect and they might not go in the direction you want them to go, but that doesn't mean there is no successes along the way. Take some time to appreciate all the accomplishments and milestones, both big and small. Each one brings you closer to success. Celebrate these victories and congratulate yourself when things don't always seem ideal. Remember, there is something good that can come out, even if it's just learning from it. Keep your head up and don't forget to reward yourself for your accomplishments, because a positive attitude can do wonders towards your business's growth. And as you can see, there are many factors that contribute to the ups and downs of your business's revenue. But do not worry. By taking a proactive approach, being prepared for lean times, you can weather any storm. Just remember to keep your head up and move forward. Your success may be just around the corner. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's episode of the Financial and Lifestyle Freedom Podcast. We love that you are taking some time out your day to listen to us and massively appreciate it. Please do remember to subscribe in whichever podcast player you happen to be listening in. And of course, please do leave us a review. Reviews are ways that other business owners can find our podcast. And so it's incredibly helpful if you can leave a review wherever you happen to be listening. Thanks again for tuning in. Until next time, we'll speak soon.